Hello everyone, this is the second part of the other video of the Condi Axe Thief. This is the point where I actually end up fighting basically this guy and Diamond Legend Goddess of World vs. World in North Camp for like over 20 minutes. So I cut out some of the boring parts, but this is still quite interesting, at least fascinating for me to play and even to watch and see how I could play better. So this is the Herald. He goes down pretty quick, and by this point I've gotten more proficient, so my wins are coming faster and it's not as drawn out, less chance someone come help. So I was waiting for a while after I defeated him, and then here's this Diamond Legend. At this point they're DPS. Later on they change to heals, so I'm just gonna fight this guy. We get him out. Again, what I like about this is the mobility. I can move and stay out of wells, and they gotta chase me around, and then I can port back to them anytime I want for the convergence of the axes. And by here you can see now I'm just using a lot of skill 1 to lay out axes, skill 2. Still getting the hang of wanting to use them for poison, for heal, to prevent heal or limit healing. So I get better with that as we go to. And later on, this guy's going to change to heal, and I finally figure out how to beat him on heal. So like, oh, and here's his other buddy just hopped in, but not before I can finish him off. Again, that Shadow Step Stomp is great. He doesn't know what's going on yet, and he is gone. So now I'm going to fight this guy, and as I'm fighting this guy, the other guy comes back. I think he still comes back as DPS this time, but later on he changes to heal, so then I fight this guy with a healer on him and still able to win fights. It's really quite incredible, and I love that since I'm a Condi build, and what I steal from Revenants is that Condi bullet is awesome. And he's going to go down, gone, and right after I kill him, and you can see these are just consecutive fights and constant 1v2. So while the other guy's coming, I'm going to go ahead and get this guy rezzed up. So I did have some help at certain points, obviously from camp followers, but for the most part they're dead, and I'm just trying to hold the ring, and I managed to hold it for like 20 to 30 minutes. It was great. So this guy's still pretty overconfident. He thinks he can still AoE everything and not have to worry about me too much, but he's going to figure out that I'm a bit more of a threat than he realizes. And watch, he's going down. You know, resolution and Condi cleanse not enough. And my favorite stomp just in time before his boy comes in, and we're going to fight him again. And while this is going on, the other guy, the Necro, is changing to either a Plague Doctor or a full Scourge heal. And I think he's going full heals because he doesn't end up doing much damage to me from here on out. And it's like one of the few times you see me use stealth, and even then it's really not worth it, but old habits, you know? Okay, so now they both came out. They're going to try and kite me out. And I'm gonna sort of kinda come near them, but I also want to kite them back. He pulls me in, that's a good pull. I'm going to get out of there and then kite them back into the ring. Excuse me. And again, always laying out axes. That's what you want to do, because that helps you, especially skill 1. Skill 2 is really, yes, it's good to lay out a bunch of axes in a hurry to get a burst set up, but I'd rather wait and use them with intention, mostly to poison and limit healing. So I spend a little bit of time on the Necro thinking, you know, he's just DPS, so it takes me a little while to realize he's heals. Kudos to him for being able to change his build so quickly while he was waiting for his boy. Now watch how quickly the barrier goes up, so yeah, he's healed. So ring is up again because my supervisor's dead, and now they're in the ring. So the good part about not having to rely on stealth for this makes it easier for me to contest the ring, because if I'm relying on a build with stealth, what I used to run into is I gotta short bow them or something so I don't use stealth or lose stuff in the ring. You'll see when the ring's up, when I go to do any kind of Shadow Step Stomp, I still try to stay in the ring. This guy's gonna go down soon. As I've identified that he's the target. He's the weak link, because the other guy is just a straight up healer. And there he goes. And we're gonna shadow step stomp, stay in the ring. The other guy, at first I didn't think he was running transfusion, but I noticed later on he is. He like does it once or twice. But I think he's using fear, that skill, on me rather than saving it for the res. So I'm working on him, starting to figure out how to do it. His buddy comes back, and so of course I gotta switch targets, because I know just focused on him is just a waste of time, because this guy's just gonna get free shots. So again, you just always gotta swap to the weak link, and it is this Herald. And this is a point too, I think this is the part of the fight where they actually have me like really low on health, and they could have finished me off, but they don't pursue it when they have me pressured. Oh, maybe it wasn't this part. He's gonna get rezzed a couple times. Oh, not that time. That must be earlier than what I remembered. I killed him a bunch of times. Like I said, this was like 20 or 30 minutes, so I'd cut that there. There was a time where I was just trying to figure out how to get the necro down on health, and so I just cut the boring part out. We were still fighting the whole time. And this guy's back. Oh, that Condi bullet, very useful. I love that's a good telegraph for that knockdown. Yeah, this is where he gets back up somehow. I think they kill the guard just in time. Yeah, he comes back up. Good play, guys, good play. I like that he's paying attention, knows that he can res with finishing off a guard, but he goes down again. But my shadow step stomp is gone. So now I'm kind of stuck. He pulls me over. I thought that was a pretty good play to pull me off, and then by the time I try to go over and do more damage with my axes, he's out healing me. Probably used the transfuse there. And Bubba's back up. Alright, so coming up real soon, they are going to put me on the ropes. I mean, I'm going to be very close to dying. Yeah, here it is, this point, I think. Yep. So I'm going to swap the short bow in a second, because I'm still like, how do I get that guy down? I'm going to swap the short bow to get out of there. Okay, in a second I'm going to use Dagger Storm, because I am getting creamed right now. It's a miracle I survived this. So look at that, very low on health. Out of dodges. Short bow for a cleanse and to create some space while my heal comes off cooldown. Heal up and I'm going back in. They should have just followed me. They'd have had me. But such is the mistake, I guess. I'll take it. Okay, so I'm going to focus again the Herald, because he's the one I can put down the easiest. See all that barrier they got. I'm getting smarter about waiting for the axes to come after I converge skill 3. And now he's going down. Barrier is not going to help you, my friend. My man is now... I think he gets up one more time again before I get there. Oh no, the line wears off. Yeah, to get up just in time. It's hard for me to remember. I've killed this guy so many times. But you can see how this has a lot of sustain with damage for, pressure for damage, sustaining damage, Mobility is really good, stun breaks, and of course some small Condi bursts as well. I mean, this guy's got a healer and I'm still putting him down. Okay, I'm going to get a good burst in here in a second, and I'm actually going to finally get him down because they're going to separate a bit. And that's the key. If I can keep them split, I can get enough time to get a stomp in there. Oh, that must not have been it. So I know my next one's another shadow step stomp. That I think was a transfuse. But he's going to go down again real quick. And this time I got him. They're split apart. He's fooling around with the axe. Sorry, too slow. My man lost his focus, went all ADD. So I'm going to cut here. We're going to go to the next part because it's just boring watching me do stuff. So my man comes back out again. Gotta imagine it must have been frustrating for these guys. And I don't mean that like disparagingly. It's just I know I've been on that side. You're trying to fight this dude or a couple dudes, and you keep throwing yourselves at them, and you keep losing. I gotta admire their persistence. I think that was admirable and great. It made it a lot of fun for me too, and good practice. That's kind of why when I'm practicing a new build and I'm having a hard time finding content to practice on, I'll find that some enemies north camp and just hang out there till either I lose or I get run off. So here's where I finally start to get this guy. Yes, it helped with the scout and stuff, but I figured out I gotta just keep poison on him every time he cleanses, put more poison and then burst him down. And that's how I finally eventually get this guy. His boy's gonna come out and try and res him, but he's gonna be just a little bit too slow. Here he comes down the stairs, and he's just gonna be a little bit slow on the uptake once I put him down. So you see he clears. I try to put bleeding and poison on him, mostly poison because that is how we get him with this fear interrupt. That helped. And here's where I kind of get a little bit of a burst here. I stay on him and he goes down. Still staying in the ring, and he can't get there fast enough, and finally get rid of that necro. Now watch how fast this guy melts. Again, I've been having more time practicing and bursting, so this was really good for me. And I didn't even get frustrated with the healing. I just really liked the challenge of trying to figure out how can I make this work. Okay, and then this last one, this is funny. This guy comes down. Oh no, it's this guy. So he's hiding around. I forgot about this. So I know he's dropping wells and stuff, and I should have known better to go, but I know that I can port through stuff, and I'm still practicing what I learned, which is working with the poison and bringing him down. But he's gonna have like 4 more dudes come out, and I'm gonna be like taken off. Because I'd even try 1v3, but 1v4 or 5, yeah, there was no way. So I'm just gonna say goodbye for now, and they're gonna take the camp. I'm gonna go take another camp, and then when I come back I take the camp again, and then I do my normal hanging out. So I was hanging out when I got back for the second time. This dude rolls out, and I'm thinking, oh no, they brought in the big guns if he's coming out now. And these guys are usually hard for me on my other build because they throw so many boons up, and that can just be hard, but I'm going to give it a shot anyway. I'm just trying to get the axes out, and then we're going to converge, but he does a good job dodging. I'm going to try to stay out of his AoEs because he's going to do air overload, and I'm not going to hang out for that. We got some fire. He's going to get immobilized, and then he's going to port out of it, but I'm going to be able to port to him. I'm going to wait till he comes out of his AoE. There we go. And he's going to port behind me, and now he goes down. And I'm not going to bother Shadow Step Stomp because when I do, they usually fly away. I'm not going to waste that. I'll just follow them anyway. Alright, so now this was cool. I'm waiting, and this guy came in from behind me. That was awesome. Good play on his part. And he's just a core guardian. Not just, but he's a core guardian. And I don't think he knew what to expect. He goes down pretty quick. He might be a trapper of some such. He tries to knock me off, time it, but he misses it just by a half second with the shadow step stomp. Okay, now he's back, and he's got another guy up watching, so I'm kind of just kiting around trying to find out what's what. Try and keep them in my view so I don't get ganked. He drops, so I guess he's ready to fight. So round 2 for me in this core guard, and he's going to go down even faster this time. Boom. So I am getting a little bit more proficient with this. Toast. Now watch this guy. He's just going to take off. Bye. He comes back later. So this was fun. I was fooling around. Had plenty. I was just going to drain the supply out of the camp. Hit someone with my kata. That was fun. And now I'm going to first go after the Ellie. That's the burn brand. That's the fire brand that took off in the last clip. And then, you know what, I don't fight Ellies in front of gates because even if I win, they misform in and it's a waste of my time. So I'm going to go leave him alone, take this guy out. And he's a little bit squishy being a burn brand. I'm guessing that's what he is. And he's going to go down relatively quick also. And there he goes. A little cleanse there, but it's not enough. And we're going to shadow step stomp. Goodbye. And now I'm going to fight the Ellie. And he's just hanging out, so I didn't want to. I think he had more guys coming. I can't remember. I just kind of left it off to like, whatevs. So either way, thank you for watching. That was awesome fun. This is a really good build. I recommend it to anybody. The learning curve is pretty low, especially if you watch this video, see what the strategies are. The build description is in the other end of the other video. But thank you for watching. Hope you all found this useful, fun, and entertaining, and hopefully as much as I enjoyed playing it. And have a most excellent day.